What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. I hope all is well with you. As usual, I want to kick off the video by thanking everybody who's been supportive of my channel, everyone who likes, who shares, who subscribes, all of the comments. I love reading your comments. And of course, everybody who donates to the channel through the Cash App in the pinned comment below, and also who work out that super thanks in every video. All right, guys, let's get on to the topic of this video. I just did a video about good times, and here's some other breaking news, and I've been waiting for this one. I've been at least curious about what the original cast might think about this reimagining of their groundbreaking classic TV show. Now, this is in the Hollywood Reporter, and it says, Good Times original cast reacts to animated reboot trailer. Quote, I thought it was going to be different. I think we all thought that. John Amos and Bernadette Stanis tell the Hollywood Reporter about the project that spurred a divisive response on social media. They figured, and this is a quote, they figured if you put us in there, it wouldn't look so bad. Uh-oh. Dan, dan, dan. Let's see what they have to say here. Stars of the original Good Times are weighing in after the trailer for Netflix's forthcoming animated reboot led some fans to question whether the new project will indeed be dynamite! Okay, all right, there's some writing for you. Celebrating its 50th anniversary this year after premiering in February 1974, Good Times focused on the Chicago-based Evans family, with the Norman Lear-produced series running for 6 seasons and earning praise for its realistic portrayal of a working-class black family. Now, after the promo debuted last week for Netflix animated exploration of the Evans family's current generation, still stuck in the projects, plenty of social media users expressed surprise that the new series, which appears to double down on stereotypes with such elements as a drug-dealing infant, didn't highlight the positive themes from the initial show. All right, let's get down to the Hollywood Reporter spoke to the original Good Times cast members, John Amos, who of course portrayed patriarch James Evans on the first 3 seasons, and Bernadette Stanis, known for playing fine as Thelma, middle child to James and Florida Evans, who of course was played by Esther Roll throughout the series, about their reactions to the Netflix trailer. Both made it clear that they were reserving full judgment until they're able to watch the show. Yeah, there's a politically correct thing to say, but honestly, I would be interested in just what they thought of the trailer, because that's what we're all reacting to. Anyone can say, well, it'll be different maybe when I watch the show, but honestly, this is about what we saw in the trailer. The trailer already smacked us in the face. No matter what the show does, the trailer doubled and tripled down on harmful, negative stereotypes. There's no getting around that. It was in the trailer. No matter what anybody tries to say about, oh, you just gotta watch the show. And the damage is done, man. You took a lot of people out with that. I can't really form an opinion as I've not seen any of the episodes yet, John Amos said. He goes on to explain that the high quality of the 1970s series makes it challenging for newer projects that aspire to be compared to it. Norman and the entire cast and company set the bar pretty high. They'll have a hard time reaching that level of entertainment and education. I wish them the best. I see people aspiring to that, but I don't see anybody reaching that goal, especially in an animated version. Now, the high quality that he's talking about is debatable with a lot of people because they focus on the JJ character, which is notoriously buffoonish. You know, he was the comedic relief to a lot of the very serious topics that they talk about. I don't think a lot of people remember, because they're not old enough or never even saw the repeats, that show actually did tackle a lot of very important topics from back then, especially. A lot of them are still around today. They tackled the topic of child abuse. Remember, Janet Jackson, when she was a child, starred in there as Penny, and she was introduced into the show as a child abused child. You know, she was being abused by her mother, man. She got burned by an iron. You know, how's that for realism? They also talked about things like drugs and alcoholism and crime. James Evans had to deal with hypertension. Something that you really don't hear a lot about. These things, they plague the black community. Jesus, religion. So they really got into all of that stuff. And I do think that it is something we should be proud of. You know, but people, they focus on JJ, Dynamite, and all of that stuff. But the show was so much more than that. And that's what John Amos is talking about. Now, Bernadette Stanis, Thelma, who stars in the forthcoming BET Plus series, The Family Business New Orleans, notes that, and she's still fine too, by the way, guys. She notes that she had yet to watch the animated trailer for Good Times and heard a mixture of responses to it. The actress looks forward to watching the revival's episodes, but acknowledges that some fans of the 70s series would probably have assumed that the original show's cast is front and center for the animated series, given that it uses the same name. And Bernadette Stanis says, probably a lot of people don't know how Hollywood works. A lot of times you use a certain name to open up the door for a new show. That could be what it is, but I'm sure a lot of people will be a little confused at first because they have to think that it's us. They think, oh my God, that's got to be Thelma, JJ, and Michael. And then you come in there and you don't see anything like that. Now that's very deep. She said that a lot of times they use the show's name to open up the door for a new show. Not just that, but they use the show's name to push a new narrative, to sell a new agenda as well. And that's something that the audience is also rebelling against. And that's the reason why I said that this is the Black community's equivalent of The Last Jedi that we had in the Star Wars thing, because they jacked the name Star Wars and put some whole new trash behind it that doesn't necessarily honor what came before. And of course, you see this with Good Times as well. You might see this as an independent regular show and think, well, I'm going to like it or I'm not going to like it. But when you put the name Good Times on it, it comes with expectations. I think that's very perceptive of Miss Stanis to say that. She explains that the Netflix series team previously reached out to her reps to have her voice a small part of the show, which she did. She said also that Jimmy Walker provides a minor character. She says, I did a little voice for them, but I did not know it was going to be the way it is. I thought it was going to be different. What are you talking about, Thelma, Bernadette, Miss Stanis? You got to expand on that. As for the roles voiced by herself and Walker, she continues, it's just a little here and there, but I think they did that because they knew what their show was going to be like. So I guess they figured if you put us in there, it wouldn't look so bad or whatever. Ha ha! Now come on, guys, you can read into that. You know exactly what she's saying. She's saying that they went and got them to kind of like smooth it over, to calm it down because, you know, it is what it is. And what is it? It's hot dog shit. That's what it is. You can read into what she's saying right there, guys. She's giving you the wink. She's giving you the warning in much the same way that Mark Hamill, no matter what you think about him politically, tried to do with The Last Jedi. He tried to tell us incoming dog shit. But unfortunately, the industry is going to do what it does. And there you have it, guys. They didn't get in touch with anybody else. I'm sure this is going to be an ongoing, unfolding story, man, as this goes forward. But right now, that's what we got. We got John Amos and Bernadette Stanis kind of giving you a wait and see kind of thing with a little wink about what we might expect here. Guys, get in the comment section to let me know how you feel about this. This is awful. We'll just see what happens, guys. You know I'll keep you covered. As always, thank you for your likes, your shares, for subscribing, for your comments, for your donations. Thank you for all of that, guys. I love you. I'll catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.